nurses or nurses in general, do they like stuff like this? Let's make some nurses baskets. Appreciation for the labor and delivery nurses that will be on my floor as I'm delivering a baby. And I think this start of a new vlog series is going to be called my soft season, because I'm about to become a mom. I still have goals and I still have reading that I want to do. So these vlogs are going to be a mix of nesting, preparing for baby, newborn stages, but also reading, my goals, my TBR, my reading journal. So in these nursing baskets, why do I keep calling them nursing baskets like it's a breastfeeding thing? It's not. It's for the nurses at the hospital. I really don't think I'm gonna get like any fluff or anything. I'm just gonna try and fill these up with stuff that they can actually use. I'm not gonna try and make them very pretty or anything like that. So gum, some of these makeup removing mini wipes. I have a few friends that are nurses, but none of them are labor and delivery, so I don't think they get cute little baskets like this. If you know a labor and delivery nurse, or you are one, let me know. Do you appreciate stuff like this, or are you tired of getting the same baskets over and over and over again? I also bought these little cheap lotion. I also got some blue scrunchies, some of the very fluffy scrunchies, because I thought I would keep it on theme. Some Jolly Ranchers, some pins, some gigantic hair clips, which I wasn't expecting them to be this big, but I'm going to clip them kind of on the side of the basket themselves. And then last but not least, I did get some Alani News. The only other thing that I need to get that I want to put in here are the tiny little snack packs, like a little thing of nuts or granola bars and all of that. So I guess I'm not really going to talk while I do this. I'm just going to fill it up and then show you guys and point out things, but that's about it. What I tried to do was make sure each basket has 4 to 5 of each item. So specifically 4 of the lotions, 4 drinks. These are 5 pins, 4 little hair clips, because a lot of these came in like packs of 8. And then down there, I've got some Jolly Ranchers and makeup remover and the gum. Same with this basket. And I also tried to spread out the colors as much as possible. So like this basket at least has a black clip, white clip, blue, brown, just so every basket is equal. And yeah, so some pins right here, some lotions. Those are gonna fall down, but that's okay. And I'm going to put them, these baskets on Amazon came with like a little clear wrap you can put around it with a bow, so I'm gonna do that. But before I do that, I have to put just a few more things right here. And again, I'm gonna put some like protein bars or snacks in the middle. Do I need to call my hospital to make sure that I can even bring something like this in? We will find out, but I finished. Brock and I have lived here for almost 2 months, which is crazy to me, and I haven't really even shown you guys where we're living, like what the setup looks like. It's like a really cute apartment in the downstairs of my parents' house that I grew up in. So this previously was the dining room. It is now our bedroom. In this video, I wanted to kind of just tidy, nest, organize, clean, and that's what I have to do. Behind you guys, which I'll show in a second, is our kind of living space, and it is messy because there's just baby stuff everywhere. And I know that when baby is here, it's probably just gonna get messy again, but I wanna go into all of this kind of feeling organized in my brain, and that first comes with my setting, my place where I sit, where I hang out, and where I sleep. So this whole area has been where I'm living, has been where we have been living. That was an odd sentence, but so living or sleeping space, our little bedside bassinet, which I really like it. There is that like reflux setting where you can like angle it, the sides drop down so you can put it next to the bed and kind of like co-sleep but safely. boppy. And then this blanket is this hand knitted blanket my friend Stephanie that I met here on BookTube and Bookstagram, whatever, she did this with matching hat, mittens, and booties. It's so sweet. Bed, I bought 2 new comforters to kind of test out colors and what we like in a comforter. This is where I have been sitting to work. So I kind of work on the couch right now. That's what's the most comfortable for me. This is where Brock and I read. This is where we just are. We're just on this couch kind of all day, every day. And the side tables kind of are junk, and same with this coffee table area. We kind of just chuck stuff on it. So I need a few baskets or bins that I can just put throughout the room that we can kind of just throw random things in and organize later, because I like this space to be clear and clean and kind of usable in a way. Then we have the real mess, okay, which is across from our cozy couch. So this is what we're looking at. And there is so much baby stuff everywhere. We just need to figure out like an organized system over here. And I've just been putting it off. So all of the clothes have been washed. All of the blankets have been washed. It's all clean. Now I just need to put it away and put it in baskets and organize it all. So we will be doing that. Nice little living space. It's perfect for just Brock and I right now. Obviously, we've got 2 dogs and then a baby on the way, but I think this is great for the short term, and I'm pretty happy about it. So now I'm just ready for baby to get here. I'm going to tidy up this area and tell you about Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, my rating, why I loved it and why I didn't love it. I did end up rating it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I know this is people's favorite book of the year, so that's a little controversial. People adored this book, and while I really liked it, it was very character focused and the plot was minimal. I didn't enjoy the aspect of bringing 2 women together and then them being these like super badass women astronauts doing their thing, but we didn't even see like really what they were doing like in their work life or anything. We didn't get a natural plot. It was just really their relationship building, which is most romance books, but I thought this one could have focused a little bit more on the history and the science and the physics behind everything, where Joan specifically was really good, and I loved her take on the universe and the atmosphere as a whole and how we all are a part of the atmosphere, or we're all a part of the universe, and I liked her a lot, Joan and Vanessa. And I loved the relationship she had with her niece, like all of the character dynamics, perfect, loved it, but I thought the plot was not great or entertaining. It was a little slow and a little boring at times for me. But you know what I like I'm doing? I told you I was tidying up this corner, but really I'm just putting everything on the middle table. That's what I'll do. I'll put everything on this coffee table and then tidy it later because we have to go get groceries. Once baby is here, I have a feeling that I will have very little time for crafty, bookish things that I want to do. And he comes in October, November, December. Like, I'm gonna be busy the first few months and probably for the rest of my life. I read and journal. It's still very important to me. I update it frequently, and I like tracking my TBR and then what I actually end up reading, so like my wrap up. So the left side of my journal is always my TBR and the right side is what I finished for that month. So I'm going to continue that. This is year 5 or year 4 doing this. I kind of just want to have something like this, probably the same layout because I've done it for so many years in a row. Oh, my chicken's ready. The oven's going off. But like this is May. So this was all of this year, and I just want to do that same thing for next year, so I can kind of have that already laid out. So I can't believe I'm already planning for 2026, but I'm doing it a little early this year, reasonably so, because we got stuff to do, you know? Okay, if I'm being honest, it's like 3 hours later. I finished the January through December of next year, 2026, and honestly, you can just tell like January, February, March, I kind of just like, I like to doodle. I don't really want to do like too much, so I just kind of write January TBR, and then I doodle around it, but by December I was over it. So I slowly like stopped doodling as I went and just kind of wrote down the months, because honestly I just like tracking. I don't really ever look at the doodles when I'm done with it. So yeah, I'm glad that I got that done. Now I can kind of even, I know it's really early September still, 2025, but I can even look at January new releases and write those down, so at least I know that like when and they're coming out and like what month and everything. You know, I have all of the markers in the whole world at my packed up away in our storage unit when we moved, like highlighters, sparkly pens. Nothing beats Crayola. Nothing. The lighting is about to get really weird here in a second, but I'm gonna go downstairs and show you guys what is in my hospital bag. Do you guys know how many videos I have watched of hospital bags and what people have brought, what they need, what they don't need, what people end up using and what they don't use? I have watched so many videos and I've packed it pretty much, and it's kind of ready to go. There's a few things that I kind of need to pack last minute, but I can't pack them yet because we're kind of not close enough to the event. That is my due date, so let's go downstairs. I like how in the clip yesterday I didn't get to show my hospital bag because stuff with work came up, but I thought I would do a really quick run through of what's in my hospital bag just to show, because I feel like there is a lot of quote-unquote research that goes into it because of how popular hospital bag videos are, and like reels and TikToks and everything. Brock still hasn't done his, but I need to go grab it from his bag from the attic, and we can start on his too. But these two bags are gonna be with us, so I started putting some snacks in here, just me, some candies and protein drinks and some gum, some pop chips, these are Brock's favorite, and then our bathroom bag because I didn't have room left in this bag. But our bathroom bag just has the travel essentials, as in some lotion, face wash, toothbrush, some hair ties, brush, and actually the toothbrush, I've seen people be like, don't take your actual toothbrush because it's a hospital and hospitals can be gross. Like, take really cheap throwaway toothbrushes. So that's what I got. And some deodorant. Brock stuff will go in here eventually. Travel shampoo and conditioner. That's all in this bag. And this just has my pump in it, and I need to clean my pump parts and put it in there as well, because people said like bring this if there's a lactation consultant postpartum, you can request them to go through and how to use the pump. So I'm going to take this in, what all the buttons mean and how to use this. Then I have the hospital bag, which right now is kind of full, but I feel like I didn't pack that much, so I don't know why it's this full. So let's go through it. But I have the Hatch noise sound machine because this is highly rated. Then I have in this front pocket are just like immediate little grab things that I want to have out. Some makeup remover wipes, some hand sanitizing wipes or disinfecting wipes so I can wipe down anything around the room, and hand sanitizer that I'll probably just like leave out. Then a hair tie connected right there. So like kind of my immediate get out things. Same with this handy dandy fan that is all over Instagram. It has a light and 3 features for the fan that I'll put on the side of the hospital bed. Then I have 3 of these organizers. One for him, one for me, and then one for my like postpartum stuff that I'm gonna bring, which might just go in a different bag. In baby's little cube, I have this binky attachment thing, which I was talking to my mom the other day. It's so funny, like I don't really need this. Like these things are just extra accessories, but there is a binky in here. I think my mom was like, we just threw your binky, like wherever we were, like it would fall on the ground and we put it back in your mouth. So it's just funny, all these new little gadgets. Then I did pack a little disposable camera. Brock and I have used like 5 or 6 of these in the past 2 years that I haven't gotten developed yet. And I think it'll be really fun to just fill these up over the next few years and then develop them at some point and just see what we have on there. So this one has like 18 pictures left that I'm gonna try and use up. It is fall, like perfect timing to have a baby, to be honest. Like you get fall and then the holidays right around there. So just a little onesie. These have all been washed. It's a little wrinkly because it's been in the bag for a little bit, but little pumpkin onesie. Then I have this little onesie. One of these, or sorry, zip up, whatever, footies, whatever you want to call these. One of these will be his like going home outfit. Just one burp cloth, just so Brock and I can practice throwing it over our shoulder. A little hat, little pumpkin hat, because we want to take a picture of him. Then just one long sleeve onesie newborn with the little hand covers for his little dagger fingernails. A swaddle, a little fall colored swaddle. And then upstairs in the wash, I have a hat and booties that I'll just throw in here. The grooming kit, mostly I'm just taking this whole thing, but really I'm just going to use the nail file, the sander that is new. Like you turn it on and it files for you. It's not like a manual clip. Then this is our medical folder, so just all of the important paperwork that we get. I'll just create a folder for him. This is the family one, so me, Brock, Dobie, and Honey already have folders in here. That is it for his little container. My clothing bag, which is just full of basically pajamas and a gown. This one zips or buttons down the back and the front so you can nurse and the epidural, whatever. This one's really popular on Instagram, at least. This is what I've seen, and it's from Amazon. Then I have a huge gown, a PJ gown that's long sleeve because in case it gets chilly in the hospital. Some sweatpants, one nursing bra because honestly I feel like I'm just gonna go bra-less the whole time. I don't really see the point in wearing a bra unless we're like leaving the hospital. And some fuzzy socks and some underwear. But that's all mine. Like I really don't plan on taking anything else. If I need more clothes or if we ended up staying longer for some reason, I'll just have my mom grab something for me. Then this is where all of the Freedom Mom stuff is and kind of the postpartum, everything that people say is really handy. I'm actually really interested to see how much of this I actually use because who knows, I feel like the hospital will provide a lot of this anyway, but I have some silverettes, some Freedom Mom boxer underwear because I heard that the hospital underwear is not comfy and it rips easily. It's really thin mesh where this is a little bit thicker. Some extra pads, tucks, which my hospital now I know provides them, but I feel like I could just take them and use them as extra. Some herbal postpartum spray, whatever that means, cooling relief, nipple cream, all the essentials, a peri bottle, and then this little Freedom Mom belly band just in case I feel like my organs are falling out of my stomach. I can hold myself together. But honestly, that's it for the little postpartum bag. I'll probably add a few more things here and there, maybe the pump parts or just like an extra, like a blanket or something. But I do plan on taking my pillow and blanket, especially for the postpartum room because you're in there a little bit longer. Where like the delivery room, I'll probably just leave a pillow and blanket in the car until we move to the postpartum room. But that is it for this bag. And below it, I do have a pair of sandals because there's this little cute shoe compartment down here, which I might have to use for other things, but that is it for now. And we have time to add things, but it's basically just going to stay in the corner of the room until Brock gets his stuff packed and then we can put it in the car. But I really, fingers crossed, I'm like hoping that we don't have a spontaneous random labor. I'm hoping we can get to 39 weeks and either schedule an induction or wait to see what happens naturally. So taking the hospital bag to the car. He thinks he's going somewhere, but really he just has to go poop. We need to go on a walk. Hi, you're not going anywhere. Dad walk. Okay. I'm gonna admit it. I am in a slump and I'm trying to find a book to read. I have DNF'd 3 books in the past week and I haven't finished a book in a week. So I need to find something. Currently I'm reading Phantasma, which obviously blew up last year, and this is my Patreon book club pick. I'm pretty sure book 2 is already out, so I think I might pick that one up immediately after because I'm enjoying this one, but it's again for my book club, so I'm kind of doing the reading pace weekly, so I'm not trying to binge this book. And I also got to page 40 in The Scarlet Alchemist, which I'm enjoying, but it's not the current mood that I'm looking for. So I'm going to soft DNF this for now, and it is available on Libby. Like, I was able to borrow it, so I might switch to the audiobook. But right now, this is just not the mood that I'm in. That leaves me with nothing. I don't really have anything that I'm reading. I did DNF, I'll put on the screen, these 2 books. And I always say DNF as in like a soft DNF. Like, I think every book has the potential for me to read it in the future. These 2 I was enjoying, but it's just my mood right now is not this. Right now I'm going to maybe scroll on Goodreads, like look at some of the fall recommendations that Goodreads provides, or kind of just finding what people are reading right now, like kind of what's popular, because I tend to like those kinds of books. So I'm going to do some research. Scrolling on my Goodreads on my want to read list, and I've found a few that could have potential. The Shattered King by Charlie N. Omberg. This one came out earlier this month, so it is a new release. There aren't a lot of ratings, but it does have a 4.5 rating, which seems very high, but again, there's not a lot of ratings. The Silversmith, which has really good ratings, I think like 9,000 ratings, 4.1 stars, and it's the start of a series, which I don't know anything about it, but it does look a little higher fantasy, not just romantasy. And then, because I'm in a slump, I'm thinking about just completely switching, like I need a genre switch, and I haven't read a mystery thriller in a while, and That's Not My Name by Megan Lally came out in 2023. Also has pretty good ratings, so I'm keeping these 3 in mind. I'm going to start one of those soon, and I will update my thoughts. I decided on The Shattered King, which I started last night. I haven't read, actually I have, I read this book, Star Mother, years ago, and gave that 4 stars, and haven't picked up another Charlie Omberg book before. I'm loving this one so far. I binged 100 pages. I started it last night, and then I read some this morning. I'm really liking it. There's no romance yet, and I don't know if there will be. I just can't see a romance happening, but our main character, Nim, is a healer, and she is drafted into the Queen's army to try and heal the Queen's disabled son. And the way that it's told, and it kind of reminds me of Irene from Tower of Dawn, like she goes within the person, kind of puts together pieces of them. The way that the healing is described is so unique, and it's different per person that she heals. I think it's so cool. Like, the fantasy aspect of this, I'm loving. And this is exactly what I needed to get me out of my slump. So 100 pages in, I'm feeling confident about it. Okay, I haven't updated since I organized this corner, but I did. I organized everything, the diaper caddies, and we just got in some diapers. So I'm gonna open these up and kind of put them in the caddies and a little basket that I have on the floor. So I'm gonna do that right now. But I will give a little tour of the corner in a little bit. Right now I am half working, half doing this. So I got a phone call coming in right now. I know this basket is going to be long-term probably too small for all of the diapers that we're going to have, but right now I think this is just going to be our restock bin in here, because we don't want just a bunch of Pampers or diaper boxes everywhere. Only telling you all the brand because I know people get all worked up over diaper brands and diaper wipes and all of that stuff. We're testing out multiple brands, not just Pampers, but I'm just letting everyone know, whatever your opinion is on diapers, we're gonna figure it out. We have a set of size ones. So I'm just going to put size ones in here and then spread out the newborn sizes because we're not sure how big he's gonna be. So I don't know how long we're gonna be in the newborn diapers for. I'm just gonna put size 1 in this basket and then the newborn diapers spread out for a little bit. We do have another box of newborn coming in, but we don't want to get too many because we know they grow fast. So yeah, and I do have some doggy pee pads because if we want to change him on the couch or change him on the bed, we don't plan to just have like a diaper changing pad and we don't have like a diaper changing table. We're just gonna whip out one of these if we need it. Like I got these just in case. I only got 1 pack of these. So the diaper or the pee pads might come in handy, but if we find that we don't use them, then we don't use them. So size ones. I got the swaddlers from Pampers and we'll see how we like these. Brock and I are actually gonna try out just not as a catch-all, but we are going to try elimination communication. We're going to start that from the very first like day or two, where we just attempt to look out for his cues, like what is he doing or what is he going to, like what are his cues when he needs to go to the bathroom. Not that it's going to be perfect. We just want to maybe save a diaper a day. That's the goal. Not like, oh, we're never going to use a diaper. Like we bought diapers, we're going to use them and we're going to be realistic about it, but we would just want to try because diapers in general waste. There's so much waste and there's just, I mean, it takes like 20 plus years for a diaper to decompose completely. Like it's convenient and it helps with potty training later on, and boys are known to have potty training issues. So we are going to try the elimination communication. It's not the end all be all for us. It's nice and set up. I'm going to fill these up with some newborns because I'm assuming he'll be in newborns for at least 2 or 3 weeks. Like that's what I'm guessing because I feel like I'm measuring on time, but I feel small. I'm 37 weeks right now and I just feel smaller. So like maybe smaller isn't the right word, but like I know every person is different, but I just look at other pregnant people at 37 weeks and I'm like, I don't feel that big. Like I hope he's measuring okay. So tiny. You smell like the toys growing up, like the baby doll toys. That's what these smell like. I guess I'll just show you guys in the diaper caddies what I have going on. I have some puppy pee pads just in case we use them on the bed. I'm gonna add some diapers in here. Then in this little cube I have some burp cloths and then 2 little onesies, some wipes, some Aquaphor, and then some hand sanitizer for when Brock and I are changing diapers. Then a little pair of socks on the side, and for us I put in some chapstick and a hair tie on this side, and then I will probably shove in some snacks as we go. I'm gonna fill up the second one with diapers as well, but this one, so like our little area, it's just one big room. I'm gonna keep one by the bedside table for Brock and I, and then I'll keep one just in the living room, and if we need to like carry it around the house then we can. It's really not that big of a deal, I don't think, but I think having one definitely used for nighttime, and we'll kind of adjust to be like, what do we use most at night and what do we use most during the day, to kind of swap around stuff. So we'll figure it out. But this one is exactly the same. Just put some diapers in there, some pee pads, and then we're gonna try the like baby bidet, where we fill this up with water and we spray once and then we wipe the butt when he does number 2. And it just saves wipes, so you're not buying a crap ton of wipes. I have some hand wipes in this one. I just shoved them in here. And then same with some baby lotion. I think this is my nighttime one that I wanted because I want to lotion him up if we do bath or something. So this one will go by the bedside table. Did the same thing caddy wise, but for the car. So this one's just a little bit different. I have an extra swaddle in here. I also put the little booties that my friend, booties and mittens that my friend Stephanie made me in here, just in case. I mean, he's born during the fall. It'll be cold in the winter. Say we're in the car and I just want to throw these on. I think they're so cute. And then burp cloths and an extra 2 little onesies in here, or footies and onesies. So diaper changing pad if we are in the car. Little, this is actually for the dogs, doggy poop bags, but will come in handy with dirty diapers as well. Some wipes, and I'll throw in another thing of wipes in here as well. And again, the baby bidet, we're gonna fill this up with water. So this one will go in the car. I do have some size 1s in here, so I'm gonna throw in a few newborn as well. I feel like they're so much smaller. Like, do they really grow that fast? That's so sad. I don't want him to grow up already. I bought this diaper bag on Amazon. I love it. I think it's so cute. It looks like really nice leather. Like it's adorable. It also is a backpack, so Brock can wear it and not feel like he's carrying a purse. But honestly, if he's carrying a purse, he'll look cute anyway. So I've got some hand sanitizer. I've got a little binky zip up. So inside there are so many different compartments, and I already have some of it like filled just with burp cloths, extra outfits, and diapers, puppy pads, wipes, all of that fun stuff. So really nothing crazy in here. I have some like hand wipes again, just for us. And then some nipple pads in case I'm out in public and I start leaking, because I plan to try breastfeeding. But again, everything with me is very up in the air. Like, I'm okay with going with the flow. And that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna shove some newborn diapers in here with the size 1s that I already have. I think that's good. And I'm not really using the diaper bag. I don't plan to go in public anytime soon after having the baby. So for now, that was all of the diaper caddy and the diaper bag setup. And I will show you guys over here in a little bit, but I'm gonna get back to work, bounce on my yoga ball, and that's it. I finished The Shattered King, and I'm giving it 5 stars, which I have not had a 5-star read since May, and it's almost October, so I'm very happy about this 5-star. This is what I've been craving in a fantasy book, because you get your typical fantasy romantasy tropes. You get your kind of enemies to lovers or forbidden love, rival kingdom, or actually it's not a rival kingdom, it's like peasant and royal kind of thing. And you get that predictability. It is a little predictable, and kind of the stereotypical ending where there's like a big cliffhanger and so on. But the imagery, the fantasy element of this, our main character Nem being a healer, she goes into people, and the way that people's inside, and they call it lumus, plural, whatever, people's lumus that she's describing are so beautiful and like intricate, and she goes in there and she fixes a little piece, and then their ankle's not broken anymore. Like, I just loved the fantasy in this book and the imagery. Like, her writing was so pretty. I just really appreciated this book, and maybe it's not as good as I'm portraying it. And maybe you'll read it and you're like, where was she coming? I think it's just something that I needed in the moment because I was in a slump a few days ago. This one I binge read. I pulled me out of a slump, and I think it was just the right book at the right time. But book 2 does release early next year, sometime in the spring. So I'm looking forward to that, like really looking forward to it. And this was the first romantasy in a while that I've really enjoyed, and kind of something different, but still familiar. So I'm very happy with that. There's a fly. Okay, I'm going. I'm sitting on my exercise ball right now, but for the last segment, because I feel like I'm going to edit this in kind of segments. I've jumped around and done different things in this video. I did organize this little baby corner. That's what I'm calling it. And you guys already saw the baby diaper, caddies, and the diaper bag. So really I was just gonna go over what I have in these baskets and bins, which is pretty self-explanatory, but the baby corner. Starting at the top. This is where we are keeping all of baby's stuffed animals and toys for now. We probably won't introduce toys until later anyway, and Dobie loves stuffed animals. We are really gonna have to try and work with our dog, the orange one specifically, with the toys, because that's going to be an issue and we don't want to deal with that just yet. In this little cube I have some refills. So, well, technically not refills, these are hats and socks, just like all little beanies that we've got, little tiny socks, mittens, kind of all the little things up here. Again, our dog loves socks and mittens, but these are kind of the restock refill items. I've got some diaper, genie, changing trash bags, some more Aquaphor, some baby lotion, extra shampoo, and then, oh, those are Brock put the dog bones back there. We're hiding them until baby's here for Dobie. He's our problem child, and he needs a lot of attention, and he's very needy, and we bought him bones for when baby's here. We can just hand it to him, kind of like a tablet. He's like a tablet kid with a bone. And then there's also some disposable nipple pads back there, and a nasal aspirator. Is that what it's called? This is where it gets really fun, because it's all of the little outfits and footies and onesies and all of the fun, like, cutesy stuff. In this basket I've just put, and I don't plan to keep this basket very, like, clean at all. I'm just planning on washing the onesies and the outfits and throwing them in here. I'm not gonna fold, do any of that, but these are like outfits, like a shirt with pants, and this is like a shirt with pants that I've bundled together, but under that is where all of the onesies are. And then in this basket is our footies, sleepers, zip-ups. So most of his clothes are right here. Extra hand sanitizer for if guests are coming in, they can use that, but also some extra pads for me. Now in this cube I have burp cloths, bibs as well, which we probably won't use for a while, but those are at the bottom, so burp cloths. Extra wipes, diapers, more wipes back there. These are all of the diaper restock piles that you guys already saw that I kind of went over the other day. And then, fun stuff, padsicles that I'm pretty sure, what is this brand? I don't know how to say that word, but these are like popsicles. You just freeze them, padsicles. You freeze them and then you put them in a pad. So I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna put these in the freezer so I can have them for when I get home. And that's if I do vaginal, like, we never know. What if there's an emergency C-section? I don't know. But I'm also gonna start collecting, there's dust on it, collecting colostrum starting this week, because tomorrow I'm 38 weeks pregnant and I cannot believe that. So I'm gonna be doing this later this week. And that is the baby corner. Oh, here, I'll show you. And the car seat. Oh my god, my belly. Car seat. We decided on Up a Baby. I left that up to Brock to decide the car seat stroller situation, and he liked Up a Baby best. That is it for this video. My hair is wet. I'm gonna go dry it. Brock and I are taking basically the day to go on our, I don't want to say last, but last book shopping day trip before baby gets here, and I'm excited for it, but I need to go put on some makeup and do my hair. But that's it for this vlog. I feel like it was really long. I feel like it might be one of my longest vlogs yet. But again, this is the start to a new series that I hope to continue when baby's here, and postpartum, just in general, of reading habits, how realistic is it, what am I doing to stay on top of my goals while being a first-time mom. Like, I have all of these different ideas for another soft season episode. So that is it. Episode 1 over. If you want to support my channel, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.